the current executive board be extended until the General Assembly immediately after the next Olympiad in 2016 was unanimously accepted and adopted by the General Assembly. But in your constitution, Article 10, say functions of the board, that is the GOC board, or say the board shall be accountable to Congress and has powers and duties to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or do 6 wa, or say convene a Congress of the GOC not later than 30th April and present a report on the GOC activities for the year and an audited statement of account as at 30th December of the immediately preceding year. And what this one says, he said, omo window a mom up to the 30th November, present April, present the account of the preceding December way, and the end of the preceding year, and then April no do not presented that chemo. We are aware of sir provision way.
Sure, we are very, very much aware about the provisions of your constitution. But let's look at the facts on the ground. So, one man will be 40 term. 10 baby, and he said, we at this particular time, and yet, into my main man till immediately after the real game. I want you to look at the spirit behind that resolution here. Immediately after the Rio Olympic Games. Okay. If you Rio Olympic Games, yes, the constitution will. But if you are Monday normal date, it is guided by a resolution, a party, extending or mandating.
Yeah, Nunoo Mensah, Mr. Constitution, is it in force? It is in force. Okay.
Oh. Mandate now, it is being guided by a particular paper, and I advance a letter. The letter was very, very, very clear because here was constitution. We passed resolution to amend your constitution. Those things. It was very clear as to how long you need to stay, and then exactly when that stay should end. Oh, but sure, we just if you may go and friends, Martin say, you see. These were questions that when they served the notice for Congress. What the GOC leadership should have done at that time, instead of almost sending questions now on your emailing platform, like one, call a meeting to discuss issues and then let people understand. Then we see our way clear about our Congress.
No more. Okay, but according to Professor Francis Dudino, that is exactly the reason why I'm not offering July Congress. Now you the roadmap, because this immediately after the Olympiad, there's no date attached to it. And it's vague. Yes, immediately after. Immediately, I say soon can be
Congress immediately after, not immediately after.
Okay.
Immediately after, I can say a date. But you see,
maybe Professor making point, money making way.
What the resolution says is that we extend the idea to the General Assembly immediately after.
Okay.
You can say you call Congress immediately after. It said you Olympics now you call Congress.
Okay.
But it is the General Assembly immediately after, as opposed to the one that we were supposed to, which was the one immediately before, or to do General Assemblies after the Olympics. They wanted to make sure that the next General Assembly will be called after the Olympic Games, no more year election. But the day after, the week after, the month after.
Okay.
And there really is, and when there's no dates there now, you have to go to the Constitution. And the Constitution basically talks about the end of the cycle being April 30th. And if Ben will remember, on June 29th, Mitro emailed to all of them. It was actually in response to one of his emails to the Secretary General. Okay. Explaining, said, this is what we have in our constitution. So this was an opportunity to start conversation and not all discussing. If I show in responses to tone, which the responses to this said oh yes.
Okay. Now but Ben, Prof, the other banner, what's your say?
What can say young Congress? I think say most of the members actually and I can say we don't need a Congress to discuss ABR, what we do, when we do our next Congress. And rather, no, yeah, free meeting, because Congress comes with its own cost and a lot of things involved. Okay, yeah, free meeting so that we can discuss and then answer a lot of questions that the federations have asked instead of going for a Congress.
No, but Ben, me bow. Meeting, namunko discuss it. Congress, namunko discuss it. And yet they say, we go when Congress meets. Now say if this because baby I say mommy baby I say Congress at least once, you know. Because manga some constitution, you know, actually say I will say mo ye Congress at least once, which is much me Congress 2, 3, 4. Article 5, the General Assembly. Congress shall meet at least once every year. And at least once every year. So couldn't you have gone to that Congress and then after on the Olympics, if Senate we will another Congress?
For sure. And sometimes you look at circumstances and you look at convenience. The argument that we put out was that in 3 weeks' time, you have the core Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Our focus should be on preparing athletes for the Olympic Games. Especially a year war resolution, I can say, BJC after Olympic Games, no? Yeah, Congress. And then the GOC, yeah, Congress now. And then after the Olympic Games, no, yeah, we are another one.
No, but Ben.
I can say, we can say, oh, yeah, of course, so that we can present the 2015 audited account. And I think that Troy can say, and one of our congresses, no, you presented 2 years account. Congress didn't have any problem. The only problem some of us had was that if your account, you put and on the money, so you don't have time to read through and then make meaningful contribution.
Ben, you know that is not
Ben, hold on. No, okay, that was
make factual points.
Okay.
And then yen fan call because Congress all the agenda, president presentation of account and all those things, they all come. In the yen train, you go say one now, and then you call back near another one. I think that for another circumstance, it was a much better option. Especially Congress, how call a lot of people were very suspicious because there was an agenda upon the agenda. I think that would have been proper to engage if you are okay, these are questions that will be these are the answers, these are this, rather than just leave everybody with more questions and movies are not made mine and then